and DINKY-DOO. Welcome, welcome, I say. It's just me, Scottie McClue, and a very, very warm welcome to our Thursday evening pop-up. Yes, indeed, Thursday, the 9th of November, 2023. Lovely to have you with us, and a big DINKY-DOO to you, I say. So there we are. Excellent stuff. You should be able to see us on the YouTube, and you can see us on the TikTok. That's what matters. There's Kareem says, hello, Scottie. How are you? We are amazing, Kareem, and thank you for coming and joining us. DINKY-DOO, I say to every single one of you. Good evening, me hearties. Welcome, welcome. Now, who have we got here? We've got Kieran has joined us. Jack has joined us. And DINKY-DOO, Jack, lovely to have you with us. Thank you for that. And welcome, 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 I say to you. You're watching Scottie McClue, the first lord of the internet, hashtag FLOTI, F-L-O-T-I, and DINKY-DOO. Hey, says Dizzy. Hey, Dizzy. DINKY-DOO, Scottie from Ontario. Drew, we love you watching in Ontario. How amazing is that? Guys, we've got Drew from Ontario, meaning we are truly international. We love that. Hello, Free Fife. I told you we were international. We're being watched in Fife. So there we are. DINKY-DOO. Dizzy says, you remind me of my great-granddad who died in August. I'm sorry to hear that, Dizzy. And DINKY-DOO, that sounds like a great compliment. Hello, also over here, Scottie. I have a chest infection. Kareem, you must take care. Is this part of the long thing that you had last year? I ask you. I think we need to get to the bottom of this, Kareem, and get you strong and well. That's what it's all about, I said to you. Strong and well. And DINKY-DOO from Scottie McClue. Now then, what else have we got here? Ah, yes, indeed. We've got DINKY-DOO from Orkney. Isn't that beautiful? Orkney. We love it. Absolutely. Scottie gives a wave. Yes, I'll give you a wave. No problem at all. And of course, everybody watching right now, get following. So there you are, up to the top left, click the plus, and away you go. Hi from Cumbernauld. Angela, what's it called? Cumbernauld. We absolutely love it. And DINKY-DOO, I say to you, hello, Scottie. Hello, Adam. How glad that you could join us. Get well soon, Kareem, says Susan. It could be a weakness, Scottie. I'm on antibiotics and steroids. Well, Kareem, I don't care as long as you get strong and well, I say to you. Indy or nay? Oh, yay. I say, oh, yay, oh, yay. I'm from England, says Sophie. How lovely to have you with us, Sophie. Whereabouts? And DINKY-DOO. How is your Remembrance Month? Incredible. So there you are. We will remember them. Still nay? No, I don't think anybody should nay, because anybody that nays hasn't looked at it properly. What are you saying about the Palestinians? Well, I want them to stop fighting, and the Israelis. There we are. Ahava has just sent me TikToks, and a huge number of them. DINKY-DOO from Arbroath. Do you know, I was looking at Arbroath this morning. What a fine part of the world that is. We love it. There you are, and DINKY-DOO. My man here can tell the truth. Of course. Not enough taxpayers for Indy. Yes, more than enough. Do you realize we give away £75 billion every year? So if we kept that, then I think you'd find you'd do very well. Yeah, dafty. Right, to the telephones. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Well, Scottie, DINKY-DOO, Lala.
Tom Lala, how are you from Belfast? Guys, it's Tom from Belfast on the phone. DINKY-DOO.
Yeah, all good, Scottie, all good. And yourself?
I'm great. I'm absolutely great. How was America?
Absolutely magnificent, Scottie. It's definitely the best holiday I've ever been on.
Wait till I tell this dafty here. RB 75 billion is 47 billion more than we get now. There we are.
Say again?
Now, I'm just telling this guy off. He's talking about independence, and he clearly knows nothing about it.
No, but yeah, it was magnificent, Scotty. I have to say, the family down there
Oh,
are fantastic.
fantastic.
They're so down to earth, and so
Yeah,
the
of
place we were meant
course.
to stay
What
at,
lovely
we
people.
were,
People like yourself, Tom.
oh yeah, well, this is my first time meeting them, you know.
Ah, fantastic. Yes, indeed.
Oh God, it was great.
Wonderful.
Um,
No top
I did the
chicken. I
basic
don't.
stuff.
I'm just telling somebody here. Just don't worry about the background commentary going on, Tom.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I did the basic stuff, you know, Times Square and all that sort of
Lovely.
stuff.
Lovely.
But I took a helicopter over.
Oh, wow.
Did the helicopter tour. Oh, jeez, never seen anything like it in my life.
Tell us about that, Tom. Guys, Tom's just been in America, in New York, and he's telling us about his tour by helicopter.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it's not allowed to fly over the main city due to 9/11 and all that sort of
Of
stuff.
course, yeah.
But it just flew over. I got a couple of nice photographs and I got a couple of nice videos, all that sort of stuff.
Fantastic. They're asking what part of Belfast are you from? You just don't give us it too exacting, just a bit of it. You know what I mean? They love it.
It's just southwest, Scotty.
Southwest, fantastic. Love the Irish, says DM. You're getting a lot of great compliments on here. Up the Royal Artillery, says Ian.
Up the Royal Artillery. But I spent most of the time in New Jersey, as I said to you the other night there on the live chat. And because that's where the family's based. And I have to say, I prefer New Jersey than New York, to be honest. It's a lot more serene.
Yes, absolutely. Are you not really a big city man then, Tom?
Well, you haven't been to a city until you've been to New York, New York.
Well, I haven't been, but I've been told to go. It's fantastic. And I've also been told if I went to New York, then I'd be straight on the radio and television.
Oh, surely.
Yeah.
But they have to pay for the radio over there.
Ah, right. Excellent. Yes.
Well, to get it on their car anyway. I don't think it's too dear if you get the right company,
Fantastic. There's Brian, and Brian is an army veteran from the Argylls. What kind of era, Brian? There we are. I'm just telling him because I'll know some of his compatriots.
But they all love their big off-road 4x4 vehicles, up there.
Right, they're big on the four wheels, yes.
Fantastic. I'll say I'm gonna try to get back at the start of next summer.
Oh, beautiful. There we're getting people from Islay now asking me if I've ever been to Islay.
Were you getting big floods over there, Scotty?
Yes, we've had a tough old time of it in Scotland, to be honest. I mean, the water's come tumbling down off the mountainsides.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I was away, it was bad, very bad, from what I heard from people that I know here, especially in the Poor Down direction. Oh, jeez.
Has it not been good in the north there?
No, not at all. The trains have been off all last week.
For goodness sake, yeah. I saw some of the lines were flooded.
Yeah. The locals weren't so bad. It was more the cross-border that was sort of messed up by the whole situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom, it's so lovely to hear you. And we'll go on.
I'll tell you, that country is not the same. Oh, geez. See, after this Joe Biden fella?
Yeah.
Jeez, the prices of things have just shot up.
I think you'll find that Mr. Trump will be coming back in.
I would hope so. But see, if you ask me, they're going to do anything they can to get him out. Because they're trying to, people believe, I don't know what you think of it, but the election, they're trying to fraud the election here, as they did last time.
You'll get all that sort of nonsense, Tom, but at the end of the day, I think good will win through.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Hey, Dinky-DOO, lovely to hear you.
Yeah, great speaking to you.
There's John Donnelly says, big up to Tom in Belfast.
Big up to John Donnelly, yep.
Big up to Tom. There they go. They love you.
All right, Scotty.
Dinky-DOO, all the best. What a top man. There we are. That's our Tom from Belfast. Straight back from the States there, telling us all about New York. The price of fireworks have shot up. I think we should get rid of fireworks, guys. Have you ever been to Elgin? Many, many times. And seen the money Seen the money up there. Do you know about the money? It's Andy, DINKY-DOO, DINKY-DOO. Lovely to have Andy with us. And what have we got here? DINKY-DOO, Scotty, it's the #1 fan here. How's the wife and how's it going? Scottie McClue fan, we're doing very well, I thank you. Get following as soon as you can, guys. Get subscribing on the YouTube channel and liking, following, and sharing on TikTok, big style. We need 100 of you to follow right now on the TikTok, guys. That would be great. Thank you for all your beautiful gifts of red roses. We've got a small goal going here for roses. There we are. So don't be fooled. That's roses. I said you're DINKY-DOO. Bobby Dick says you're #1 communist fan. We don't have much time for communism, I'm afraid, Moby. But there we are. But there's very little of it now. Rohil, I thank you. And DINKY-DOO. How very, very kind of you. Thanks very much, everyone, says Tom, is enjoying the fact that you've all acknowledged him. Rohil sent me a huge whack of red roses and has got the #1 gifter badge. Is that not amazing, guys? Lovely to have you with us, DINKY-DOO. You're watching a Scottie McClue, #FloatHigh. Can I please join the live? You've joined us, John. 2 billion people know of this chap. They do indeed, Ian. But that means 6 billion don't, if the number of people in the world is to be believed. Love the accent, says Mon. DINKY-DOO Mon. First gulp from the glass of natural sciences will turn you into an atheist. No, you only have science because of God. So I don't think anybody could ever be an atheist through science. Yes, we wouldn't have the ability to understand science if we hadn't been created by God. Capisce? Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Pascal Newton, Heisenberg all believed in God. Absolutely, John. Any decent scientist knows they're only there by the grace of God. So I would say don't follow the science, follow the God. There we go. Did Adam and Eve have belly buttons? Yes, they must have had. Indeed, absolutely. Now, I gave you a fist pump today, says Rory. Good one, Rory. Dalmuir, lovely to have you with us from Dalmuir. If you're coming on, guys, tell us where you're watching from. It's very, very important. There we are. Thank you, we say. If you're on the YouTube channel, then, of course, subscribe and take your mouse or your finger down to the left bottom picture and click the thumbs up. I'm watching from Elgin, says Rahil. Rahil, thank you. We love it. How's the Manny tonight? Witness in Cheshire and St. Andrews, Cara. We love St. Andrews. The Orchard Dales National Park, says Daniel. I know it well, Daniel. I'm watching from Prestwick, says Rory. Kingston, Tom Phillips has just given me £2. You'll see it. He's tapped the dollar bill at the bottom of the YouTube channel, and he's given me £2. Tom, thank you very, very much. Free Palestine, says Michael. Yes, and free Israel as well. Now, let's get shot of the dafty. Archie, what I think I'll do is mute you for being silly. I normally would give you a lifetime ban, but I think we'll just mute you. Poor Archie, he doesn't understand that McClue's been about broadcasting for 40 years. There we are. That'll stop your nonsense, Archie. Down the Swanee with him. He's gone. There we are. DINKY-DOO. Always be kind. Absolutely CBD. Count Murcielago says, Scotty, there was a new search for Nessie a couple of months ago. Was there any new discoveries, or is she still hiding? I get the impression the Loch Ness monster is quite shy. I say, thank you, NBC. So there we go. Michael, don't start spamming us or we'll block you. So stop it now. All right. Have you got the message, Michael? There we are. Otherwise, we will just block you. Now, who have we got here? Right, there's Keelan. So, Keelan, it's a lifetime ban for that. There we are. We don't believe you, but we are banning you. Good. There's the half-wit's gone. Guys, remember, if you are a half-wit, don't bother spamming because you'll not be getting on. Okay? Very, very important. Now, what have I got here? Why do you sound like you have an English accent?
Because I went to private school.
Yes. No, who's that?
It's Nick, the CBD expert.
Nick, where are you? Are you on the phone?
You sent me a request on TikTok.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That must have been an accident. Anyway, you're here.
No, I just want to say, I used to listen to you in Charlotte Square from when I was 15. So it's lovely to see you on here.
Wow, that's amazing, Nick. So you must be, dare I say, 45.
I am.
Wow. How amazing. How lovely to hear you.
In a few days, actually.
Really? There's Mark saying you're an actual legend.
Well, no, you totally are. And I can't believe that you're doing the TikTok and the YouTube.
Well, we're doing the TikTok and the YouTube because it keeps everything up there, and I know that when it goes big, it will be very big.
No, I'm excited, but I don't want to hijack your live with
No.
all of your amazing followers.
No, it's brilliant. It was so lovely. I didn't know where the voice was coming from. I must just have tapped it by accident, but I'm so glad I did.
Well, we go up to Lockhart as often as we can to go and see Mum and Dad. But,
lovely.
For me, I miss Scotland.
Yeah.
But Romsey's nice. Romsey's nice, but nothing beats Scotland.
Romsey is beautiful, and we love you keeping in touch. And I say a good dinky-doo to you.
All right, Scotty. Well, listen, I'll leave you. I'll bid you good night.
Yeah, but don't be a stranger. Come on and have a chat with us.
Will do. You take care.
Dinky-doo, la. Isn't he fabulous? So there you go, guys. That was us live on the TikTok with Nick from Romsey in Hampshire. There we are. I have it right. We are in Hampshire, aren't we, Nick? There's Fat Spoon says, hello, Scotty. There's Michael saying, what's your opinion on Palestine? They need to stop fighting. I say to you, and they need to not be demonstrating on British Remembrance Sunday or even Saturday. You know, that sort of thing. Oh, the phones. You're live at Scottish Fun In, who's that?
Hi, Scotty. It's the one from Poland.
From Poland, Murkilago. How are you, la?
I'm a bit rough, Scotty. I opened a nice single malt that I got for my birthday. It was a bad move.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a bad move. It's just perhaps we got a little enthusiastic about it.
That's the right word for it, enthusiasm.
And we could well understand it.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick tinkle just to see how you're doing.
That's lovely. No, we just did a random pop-up tonight, of course.
Right, okay.
And it's great to hear everybody on here. It's just wonderful.
Yeah. What's your hat, Matt?
The hat is the Glengarry. That's
right.
the Glengarry. So that would be well, most of the Scottish regiments wear the Glengarry, but in different forms.
Right.
So this one here would probably be for the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders.
Right. See, the other half was just saying, what's the hat for?
The hat, yes, that's the Glengarry, and there's my own personal badge at the side, the Hand of Justice.
I thought it must have been something personal about it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely to hear from you. Are things good over there?
Yeah, it's It's still quite autumny, but it hasn't turned too cold yet.
Oh, we've had a wee bit of cold and quite a lot of wet.
Yeah, but is there snow on the Cairngorms by now?
Oh, I would imagine so, yes. I think there's
Right.
snow in the Cairngorms a lot of the year round.
Right. No, we should be getting some snow on the big mountains over here eventually, because they have a few ski holidays, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, lovely to hear you, Marcilago, and
Yeah.
and we will catch up again soon.
No problem, Scotty.
Hey.
I've just got to see how things go, because it's the big day on the 18th, you know.
The big day, you take care of your dear self, and and best wishes to your dear lady.
I'll give her them, Scotty.
Hey, and DINKY-DOO.
And DINKY-DOO. Take care.
DINKY-DOO. Thanks, Marcilago. That's Count Marcilago, guys, from Poland, on for a wee chat with McClue. Isn't this just wonderful? Spread the word. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 about Scottie McClue live just for you. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. So there you go. Fantastic. Now, lots of stuff from you guys. You're live on Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. It's Kareem here.
Oh, Kareem, with your poor chest.
And, you know, it feels like if it's such a possible thing, Scotty, it's like drinking lava.
Oh, no, you wee soul. It will go down, Kareem, you know, because you're a very fit man, so it'll go through you quite quickly. But I'm sorry you've had that, because, I mean, all your strength you'd built up, and then this blooming thing knocking you for six, you know.
It's frustrating, but obviously, you know, the details last year, what happened, and then just getting hit with this again. But upwards and onwards.
Upwards and onwards. And because you're a dog man, and because, you know, you're very, very fit, as I say, you know, it'll go through you quite quickly.
I think I inherited this from my gran. She had a bad chest all her life. So sadly, I think that's been passed on to me.
Yes, and I think also, you know, Scottish winters, you know, a lot of people get what we call a crackle.
All right.
So that's like a crackle in your chest, you know, and say, should a wee crackle right enough? You know, somebody says, Granny's not been well, she's in her bed. What's wrong with her? Well, I think it's her chest. Mind you, she had a wee crackle when I saw her, you know.
I wonder, like, if they get this abroad, you know, when you're in the hot countries and they get colds, or it might not be as often as we get them over here in Scotland.
Well, my favourite teacher taught for 20 years in Africa, in Kenya. And he said to me that, I said, do you get colds over there? Because obviously Kenya's a hot country. And he went, yes, you get them from the dust.
Right.
Interesting. So it wouldn't be a cold as we know it, but your chest would be infected by the dust.
Wow.
So Scotland in general, I said to an elderly Italian gentleman, quite a famous Italian gentleman, and I said to him, you know, what do you think of the Scottish weather? And he went, beautiful. He said, we crave a little sunshine, but it's just beautiful. He said, I will take you to Italy and show you old men burned up with the sun.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You see? So I think in Scotland, we're actually very lucky with our weather. Yes, we have a few days that are just impossible, snow and ice and things like that. But apart from that, it's a very balanced climate. You know?
Yeah, I love the clear skies, especially the winters.
Yes.
And the frost as well. Beautiful.
Yes. I mean, I'm not great with a lot of heat. I mean, I was invited to go out to the Middle East and lecture, you know, and I thought to myself, no, I think it'd be too hot, because what I was being told was you have to wear shoes on the sand of the desert during the day. It's just too hot. And you need AC, as they call it, air conditioning in all the residences, you know.
a different. You may have like heating in the winter, but they definitely need the electricity for the air conditioning throughout the year.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, listen, don't talk too long. Save your wonderful ideas and save your energy, and have a lovely evening. And we're thinking about you.
Thank you. Speaking Saturday night, Scotty. Bye.
I look forward to it.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Strength. That's our Kareem, a fine fellow, and so nice to hear him. But he's got a not good chest. So there you have it. There we go, Bert. Your Majesty's Guard is ready to march off. Aaron, lovely to hear from you. And DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Now, who have we got here, guys? Terrific turnout tonight. More followers, please. I need another 100 followers as quick as you possibly can. Tremendous stuff. When was the last time you were proven wrong, Scotty? I don't think I've ever been proven wrong. You know, I did make a mistake in getting involved with a guy in business who was a very, very, very bad man. A very bad man. But that's the only one bad man I've ever met. So I would say I got that wrong. You know, I mean, he got it very wrong, but I would say I got that wrong. You know what I mean? But apart from that, as far as it goes with Argy Bargy, I don't think I've ever been proved wrong. There we are. So DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Now, who have we got here? Follow us as soon as you possibly can. There's Rory saying, up the Celtic. There we are. Aaron, DINKY-DOO, you're a legend, I say to you. Now, what have we got here? Scotty, DINKY-DOO, what did you lecture in? You seem like one of those politics, philosophy, and economics ones. Well, I have for 50 years studied international affairs. So there you go, I say to you. But I'm mainly a man for the arts. What do you think about Palestine and Israel? I think they need to stop fighting immediately. You know, immediately. And if they won't listen to their leaders, then they should listen to me. There's Smithy saying, Rule Britannia. And he's even spelt it right. Rule Britannia is a Scottish song. Did you know that? Written by a Scot. See? I'm not just an athlete, you know. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, what have we got here? Scran tonight, lads, says Tom. Well, Tom, tonight, it was actually, what was the scran tonight? Oh, it was 2 steak burgers tonight and an egg. You're an athlete. Well, can you not tell? There we are. I'm a black belt in karaoke. Now, who have we got here? Lovely, says Jim. Guys, if you're coming on, there's Sally on. Follow me and tell us where you're watching from. Very, very important. The weather's very changeable in Scotland, but living in a caravan for 4 years is eventful there. Count Markilago. What a great man you are. That's Markilago from Poland. Stirling. Celtic or Rangers, says Dylan. Dylan, the best advice I can give you is to go and watch them both play and then make a decision. So there we are. Well, Aaron, we moved on elsewhere. Watching from my uncle's basement. DINKY-DOO, Scotty from Lerwick. Glyn, lovely to have you with us. Been watching Scotty on TikTok since the beginning. Great to see you're still going, DINKY-DOO. I thank you so much. That's Long John. Long John. Are you okay? We're fine, Connor. Yes, thank you. I tell you. Hello from Sweden, from Svenska, says Lucas. There we are. Azerbaijan. So El New is in Azerbaijan. What do we got here? I've just had Cookstar send to me a Pudsey bear. Is that not beautiful? I say to you. I've known you a long time and I've never known you to be wrong, Scotty. Well, Count Markilago, I don't think anybody has a right to be a public figure on the radio and television. if they haven't done the research and are not dealing in facts. And I deal in facts. There's Scotch eggs, DINKY-DOO from Gourock. We love Gourock. Yes, indeed. Godspeed. I'm raising a glass for friends no longer with me. I'm sure will be. GOF, Godspeed you, sir. I say to you, I salute you. Now, there we are. Greetings, good sir. Wonderful. Who have we got here? Falkirk. We love Falkirk. I set up your radio station 33 years ago. Central FM Radio. Angela DINKY-DOO. They say to you, Margaret's just joined us. Wonderful. Guys, a lot of us have known each other for a very long time indeed. But there's a lot of new people joining us. I've got 4,000 likes. So everybody on TikTok, tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on your telephones. There we go. And also share the YouTube channel. Have you all subscribed? Which automobile do you own? Well, we never really own anything. I drive 2 cars, but not at the same time. I've just got a new one, which is 15 years old, in place of my 23-year-old one. And I also have my 31-year-old one. A wee place called Camelin. Do you know, I know Camelin so well. And they say that Camelin was based on Camelot and has the golden gates. So there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful mythology about Camelin in Falkirk. Check it out. Camelot. In Camelot. So there we are. The dog passed away, Aaron. So thank you so much, Danny, DINKY-DOO. And we've got the chip shop in Camelin, is that right? Is this what we're talking about? I say to you. Lovely to have Tom from Belfast back from America tonight, guys. Just having a sip of tea. Time. I have to. This is a 2-hand job here. Absolutely gorgeous. Get following, guys. Do you have any interesting facts or information about your ancestors? Well, what I'll do here is show you my grandfather. My ancestors were actually royal. Yes. Isn't that interesting? There's my grandfather. You can't see him for the light. Going off to the trenches, to the Somme. In 1915, 1916 was the Somme. And that's him with the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders. So there's an interesting one. My other grandfather was at Gallipoli with the Scottish horse. There we go, I tell you. And my father was a para, but he was a Queen's Own Cameron Highlander. Did you know Sean Connery was a milkman? I did indeed, Gary. There we are. Was this man in Still Game? No. I wasn't actually in Still Game, but apparently I am the original inspiration for it. They got the idea for Still Game from listening to Scottie McClue. Isn't that interesting? What does the Golden Gates of Camelin mean? Well, I think they're just, is it not to do with heaven is Camelin? Something like that, I'd say to you. I can't quite remember the legend, myth, and fable, but Camelot, Camelin and Camelot. And the Golden Gates are very important. Guys, I need another 50 to 100 followers immediately. What's been the most enjoyable part of your career, Scottie? All of it. All of it. Absolutely outstanding privilege to have done the things that I've been fortunate enough to have done. Outstanding. Loved every single bit of it. Red Rose Radio, the theatre, opera, television, writing for the newspapers, columns in 2 newspapers. What else can we say? ITV, the BBC. So there you have it, I say to you. It must be amazing to do what you love for a living. I'm still doing what I love every single day. When you do what you love, you never work a day. Well, that's it, Long John. When I get people moaning and go, hey, but you don't know how hard I work, I just tell them straight, I've never done a handstand in my life. Because I've enjoyed it so much. Have you ever met Queen Elizabeth? I've seen her at very close quarters. But I've met the King. You'll see that on TikTok. So there we are. Teaching or the radio, sir? What's your favorite? I think, Aaron, a mixture of both. You know, I love the teaching because I love seeing people taking in knowledge and understanding and putting it to good use in their lives. So that's another privilege, I'd say to you. There we are. Are you Scottish? I am Scottish. Nothing gets past you, Sherlock. There we go. Pardon me. 4,600 likes. Everybody get tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap. Guys, you know what the most likes are ever? 36,000 in 1 hour. Oh my goodness me. If you haven't visited the YouTube channel, then get onto it. You'll see the link, the URL is in. See what I just did there? The URL. The URL is on my TikTok bio, and you just tap it once, and it will take you directly to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, and then come back to the TikTok. Yes, 5,000 likes. We'll never beat 36,000, guys. You'd have to go, well, never say never, but you'll have to go some. And we've only got another 20 minutes, and then that's it. Yes, I tell you. Glenn Mavis says the stone where William Wallace camped before travelling to Bannockburn. Do you know that Big R in Lanarkshire has got the Cadger's Bridge, where Wallace hid, disguised himself as a tramp, and hid on the bridge, down under the bridge, and it's known as the Cadger's Bridge. He was dressed like a cadger. He's trying to cadge off people. Do you consider yourself a showman? I've been in show business for 50 years, but I don't actually consider myself a showman. People have said to me, why don't you do pantomime? I was too maxed to do pantomime. I was offered pantomime, and I was just too maxed doing other things. So I think probably I've always been in showbiz, but I've never considered myself a showman. I've just considered myself a bloke, an ordinary bloke. And I suppose that's why we've lasted 50 years in showbiz. You know, people come and go. But McClue is like the brook. Man may come and man may go, but I go on forever. That's a wee poem. You can look up. My grandfather used to recite it to me when I was tiny. I think I've been so lucky with the people I've met. And I think I've been so lucky with people like my grandfather and my father and my grandparents. You know, they were just clever, wonderful people. Grampian, says JD. Yes, beautiful. Grampian Television in Aberdeen, up at the Queen's Cross. Saying good night to everybody and telling them need to switch off their sets, and we'd see them in the morning. Do you remember that? We used to actually close down on ITV. Incredible. So there we go. What's happening here on the YouTube channel? Wonderful. Guys, is that quite a good picture on YouTube? Can everybody check it out? Possavac, what are you doing? Possa VC, sending me millions and millions of red roses. Very, very kind of you. DINKY-DOO, says Tom. I'm going to respond, guys, to Tom. DINKY-DOO, top man. Because he is a top man. I get to work with some real top people. There we go. Wonderful. That's the stuff. Welcome, if you just joined us, welcome to the YouTube channel. So lovely to have you with us. You're watching Scottie McClue, #FloatEye, the first lord of the internet. Guys, what to do for Scottie McClue is to, if you've got Alexa and you've got her connected to your telly or to your phones, you shout, Alexa, play the world's top talk show on YouTube, right? And that should bring you a wonderful stuff for the channel. Please do subscribe to the channel because it does make a difference if we get everybody subscribing and the word out there. Okay? I get so many offers for people wanting to do optimization, search engine optimization on the YouTube. But I'll have a look at that and see if I can do it myself and get the word out there. There's Jacob says, hi, Scottie. Greetings from Poland. Jacob, I am Pan McClue in Poland. Darren, thank you for your beautiful roses. Guys, Darren has given me well over half our target on the roses. Darren, these are not roses. These are roses. So there you are. So make sure you're okay for that. I don't want you going short. Guys, look at what Darren's doing. Oh my goodness. Kalgakus is sending roses. Darren, we must be well over. No, maybe not quite. No, we need 75. We did another 11 for 50% of target. Isn't that amazing? Scotland Forever, says Football Edits. Have you watched Human Centipede? I recommend it. It's a really good film. Hello, Scottie McClue, DINKY-DOO. Scottie, it's 10:30. Go to bed. I must go to bed. I am up very early in the morning. I have people to speak to, people to see. DINKY-DOO, Scottie, what's your favourite golf course in Scotland? Well, the Hibs. I don't golf personally, but I've been invited to Muirfield, to Greenock, to St Andrews. I did a program on the old course at St Andrews, and I met the captain of the Royal and Ancient, very fine man, sadly no longer with us, Ronnie Alexander of Alexander's Buses. Lovely, lovely, lovely man, absolute gent. And he was the captain of the Royal and Ancient. Isn't that amazing? And who else? What about Carnoustie? What about Golspie? What about what's the honourable company in Edinburgh? The Honourable Company of Edinburgh Golfers. What's that called? And I've been there. Where else? Another great one would be East Renfrewshire. Yes, lovely golf club. What about Taymouth? Up at Taymouth Castle. What about Machrihanish? What about Turnberry with our old chum Donald? You know, fantastic. Dalmahoy, yes. Dalmahoy, I've been to Dalmahoy. Absolutely the Hibs. You look a class act with your bonnet on, Scottie George. I thank you, sir. You are a class act. Hello, Scottie McClue, DINKY-DOO. DINKY-DOO. Have we all followed and subscribed on the YouTube? No, We haven't followed. Tut, tut, tuttity, tut. Right, guys, get following. Very important. Can somebody check up TikTok to see if there's an outage tonight? I wonder. There we are. East of, says Tom. East Renfrewshire. Yes, indeed. East Renfrewshire. That's an excellent golf course. East of Mombasa, you'll be in the sea, Tom. There we go. East of Mombasa's the ocean. Mombasa's by the sea in Kenya. I've been invited out to Kenya to help set up a school. And my favorite teacher taught in a school in Kenya for 20 years. The hip says, just started to take up golf myself, Scotty. Went to the range this evening and beat my personal best with the driver. Did the driver play with you? You remember the still game quote? Yes, he's from Mombasa, Tom. I get you. Hello, Scottie McClue. DINKY-DOO, says Jamie DINKY-DOO. What does it mean, the hat on your head? That's the Glengarry. 700 Glengarried men. The call came sweeping down the glen. Dinner, stare and stand to get your rifle in your hand. The Argyles are moving again. Ah, yes, I say to thank you to Pusavac and others for contributing, or Pusa VC, to the Rosas. That's so kind of you. Guys, there's a small Rosago there if anybody's feeling flush. You won't see it on the YouTube. Can we all share the YouTube? Have we subscribed? Ever been to Northumberland? Well, I was on the radio in Newcastle. I know it very well. I know Ashington. I know Bedlington. Where else do we know? Easington Colliery. That's where they filmed Billy Elliot. I used to go to Ashington, to Morpeth. Yes. To, where else did we go? To Newcastle itself. Out to Wooler. Where else did we go? Rothbury. Down to County Durham. To Crook. To Branspeth. To Brandon Colliery. So have I been to Northumberland? Oh, Tyne Tees Television. I went for an audition with Tyne Tees Television in Newcastle. There we are. The hip says, I told my wife the joke you said about the fried egg and the boiled egg in the man's head. She thought it was hilarious. Yes. That's the one, guys, when somebody says to this man, why have you got a fried egg on your head? So because if I put a boiled egg on it, it would roll off. We love all that, I say to you. Guys, share the streams because this is quality chat. Scottie McClue, just for you. Darren says, DINKY-DOO, Scottie from East Kilbride. Are you Pictish? I'm a wee bit Pictish. I'll maybe have something to eat before I go to bed. Now, what else have we got? What's this? This, Lewis, is the world's top talk show. And you've stumbled on TikTok's top talk show. Live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Follow us, guys. A humble Scotsman. You can't beat it, Crookster. All Scotsmen are humble. You have to be. If you're from Scotland, you know, you would be humble, you know. And what do we do here? We watch, we comment, we phone up, we discuss, we have a laugh, we tell jokes, we share, we watch, we listen, we stick our tuppence worth in. It's a talk show, Lewis. You're very welcome. Lovely to have you with us. Or you can do nothing except watch. But we never stroll and we never troll. How's it going, my Meston warrior friend, Carl Gakus? Lovely to have you with us. Pod the rod. Go to bed, Scotty. Why, Pod the rod? Why should I go to bed? What time is it, actually? Oh, for goodness sake. It's 24 minutes to 11. Have you ever been to Bonnyrigg? Of course I have. I stayed out in the Saltoons, and I used to shop in Dalkeith or Haydon. So I know Bonnyrigg well. Did you not have the newspaper was at Bonnyrigg? Was it the Advertiser? Oh, we love it. And the colliery, of course, the Lady Victoria Colliery. Yes, indeed. As my father used to say, you come from good stock, Scotty. Good Scottish yeoman stock with a bit of royalty flung in. If you go back far enough. Now, what have we got here? Scotty, hello. Dinky-Doo, buddy. Ah, Steve. Nice to have you with us. Scotty, I remember you from school, I thank you. Hello from County Down in Northern Ireland. Do you know, when I was on the radio in Manchester, a lovely man from County Down phoned and said, how are you, Scotty? And I said, where are you phoning from? County Down. I said, have you stumbled on us? And he went, no, we listen every night, Scotty. I said, is it clear? He went, clear as a bell. So from Manchester, Century Radio, Century 105, wonderful, wonderful radio station. Never been anything like it. And he was listening every night in County Down. The star of the County Down, Bamborough Castle, Count Montilago. Now, Montilago, who is a count in Poland, is also a Geordie and is from the northeast. What about that? And that's when I first heard him. He used to call himself Jarra John. See? So we love you in County Down there. That's a regimental tilt bit, fella. I'm shaving my Glengarry as I'm watching this. Calgacus, you know all the tricks, don't you? You can recognize the genuine article by the tilt. Yes, I say to you, what's the wee Perthshire rhyme? The tummel tilts in, no. Something tilts into the tummel. The tummel tumbles into the Tay. Is that right? The river tilt, the river tummel, and the river Tay. And that's how you sort of remember it. But I can't remember the rhyme, how it goes. The tilt tilts into the tummel, and the tummel tilts into the Tay. Loch tummel to the Tay, you see. Have you ever travelled to Slovenia? Posavici, that sadly is something I've been denied up until now. I wish I had many lives because there's so much I would love to do. And I lost a beautiful friend just recently, just weeks ago. And she said there was so much she still wanted to do. Quite fantastic. God bless her, I say to you. The Hip says, I would love to go for a Guinness with you, Scotty. Let me know when you come to Lone Heat. I would love that. I don't take the alcohol now, but you can have one. You're top of the class, says Colin. We thank you, Colin. I say to you, guys, the time is going. The Glasgow Rangers carrying the rest of Scottish football in Europe again. Oh, Greg, yes. I want to see the Rangers and Celtic supporters standing together. Yes, hugging each other. Yes, mon the Jazz and mon the Hoops. Scotty, you're so great. You're top guy. Dinky-Doo Stabe. I love you, says your mum. Thank you, your mum. Good result for the teddy bears, Scotty. Oh, yes. Scotty, you're fantastic. Dinky-Doo. Thank you, Darren. Scotty, hope you're well. A wee shout out to my best mate, Stigo, if that's okay. Yes. Hello, Stigo. Dinky-Doo. Scotty, come on, give us a big high bees. Mon the highways, and this is my story, this is my song. And the Jaggy Bonnets, and Mon the Bears, and Mon the Hoops. So there you are. Is that covered most people? Mon the Ton, the Greenock Martin. Now you're talking. Shots, Prestwick, we know Prestwick. Prestwick Golf Club, very swish. Buchanan Castle in Stirlingshire. Good course in Elderslie, yes. Bridge of Weir as well. Golf courses, Scotland's the place for golf. I don't play though. Turnberry, DINKY-DOO, Scottie, mate. Thank Musselburgh, yes, I know Musselburgh well. I used to shop in Musselburgh. I would go down into the Toon and park in a wee car park behind the shops. Do you know the one? Opposite the road to Esk Bank. And I would get an ice cream from, was it Lucas Ice Cream Shop in Musselburgh? Have I got that right? It's a while back now. Pringle, DINKY-DOO, thank you for my red rose. Guys, thank you for all these roses. So kind of you all. What do you think of poppies being banned from places in Glasgow in case it offends? Matthew, it will never, ever, ever offend. And I shall tell you for why. Because almost every religion fought in the wars. Yes? So who are you going to offend? You're never going to offend anybody. And I get very, very angry at councils, totally unsolicited, saying, oh, we'll ban this, because it suits them. We'll ban this in case it offends. So what else are you going to ban? Are you going to ban every religion's festivals? You see? So no, I don't hold with that at all. We have huge religious tolerance in Scotland. Let's celebrate everything you fancy. Do you know what I mean? New Year, Hogmanay, Christmas for the Christians. Yes, indeed. Hanukkah, Passover. Yes. What else have we got? Ramadan, Eid, Diwali, the Chinese New Year. Let's celebrate the lot. The old Yuletide Winter Festival. What else? What's the ancient Pictish festivals? Up Helia, Lilia's Day in Kilbarchan, Lanamore Day in Lanark. Everything we celebrate. Let's get celebrating, I say, and the councils will do what they're told. So they shouldn't be telling us what to do. We should be telling them. That's why we vote them in. So we need to say to councillors should take an oath of allegiance to the people, to God, the King, and the people. All right? I think we've got that right. There we go. Lucas in Mussey is the greatest of all time. There you go, the hips. Lucas ice cream, gorgeous. Thank you, bless them. Thank you to the Lucas for their lovely ice cream. So there, Matthew, is what I think. Prestwick's the home of golf. Very swish. Very swish. I used to get invited to the golf club at Prestwick, but I haven't been as yet. My old boss at STV liked a game at Prestwick. And my old boss at Radio Clyde liked a game at Prestwick. What about that? Morning, Lord Duke of Dundee. Good morning, Onion Badger. What do you know about the Robertson clan? The Robertsons of Lute. Guys, we're going to have to go. Love you all. Night, night. Ta-ta. Oh, what beautiful people. We just had to dash there, guys, because we were definitely on the cusp. And we can't download if we're over an hour on the TikTok. So lovely to have you beautiful YouTubers with us. And I hope you've enjoyed tonight as much as I've enjoyed being with you. Take great care of your dear selves. Stay fabulous. Hashtag be kind. And stick out your tongues and say ta-ta. Bye-bye. One more chance. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.